Hello everyone, I'm RecB5,
And I am Sandman 99.
and welcome back to Fallout 4 G9-13 playthrough.
Yes, and in the last episode, we went looking for Dima's secret medical lab, and we found the remains of the real Avery.
Yep, he killed her.
Yes, it seemed he killed her. And we also found an interesting gun called December's Child, which appears to be a combat rifle that shoots 5.56s. So I was kind of curious about this gun, and I, off camera since the last episode, of course, I went back and did another tour through the Commonwealth to check up on my settlements and so on.
Yep.
And so what I did was I grabbed another combat rifle that I had sitting on the wall at Sanctuary so that I could compare them.
Yep.
And I did some shooting with both and that kind of thing. And I was wondering what the difference between them was. Because, with all things considered, I put the same receiver, powerful automatic receiver, and the same barrel, and the same stock, and the same
Everything.
magazine, everything, right? And I also outfitted, if I can find it now, here it is, this rifle, Poisoner's automatic combat rifle, with all the same fittings. The only difference, of course, is the scope. This one already happened to have a recon scope on it.
Yep.
But other than that, it's basically kitted out exactly the same as December's Child. So according to the stats with current conditions and all that kind of stuff, this weapon does 97 points of damage per shot with a fire rate of 90.
Yep.
And December's Child, which shoots 5.56s, so somewhat more rare ammunition than 45s, of course. Oops. It does 92 points of damage per bullet, right, with the same fire rate, 90, by the looks of it. Even though it looks like it has some kind of a faster fire rate, faster reload thing. And so did a little bit of shooting both manually and in VATS with this gun, just to see what the difference was. And to tell you the truth, for manual aiming, I couldn't really tell much of a difference.
Yeah, in the fire rate, yeah.
Yeah, in the fire rate, it wasn't really noticeable when you aim manually, because basically, like you squeeze the trigger and it fires, I'm not sure how many shots per burst, either 2 or 3 shots.
But it's not perceivable enough of a difference.
It's not, yes, exactly. But what I noticed the difference in was in targeting things in VATS.
Yep.
Because with the regular combat rifle with this character, with my level of skill, I can get 6 attacks queued up in VATS with this gun. And actually with the December's Child, I can get 8 attacks queued up in VATS.
So there is a difference in fire rate. It's just not perceivable except over an extended period of time.
Yeah, or if you use VATS. If you're a VATS user and you like to queue up your attacks in VATS and then just let it go kind of on automatic, then you will get a benefit from using December's Child.
Also, I think the reload rate is much faster than normal,
the
right?
reload rate is noticeably quicker. I'm not sure what they call it here. 15% faster reload.
25.
Was it 25?
I think. Oh no, maybe it is 15. Yeah.
20. It says 25% faster fire rate.
So I guess it'd be 15% faster
which
reload.
bears out in VATS because 8 attacks queued up versus 6.
Yep.
Okay. But like I said, aiming manually, I wasn't really able to tell the difference. So anyway, that was just a little something about December's Child. It looks to me like, like I said, if you are a VATS user and you like to use VATS when you're in combat, well then you will benefit from using December's Child. The slightly less amount of damage per shot is kind of offset by the fact that you get a lot more shots.
Yeah, and you reload quicker.
And you reload quicker.
You never really stuck... you should show people how fast the reload is on this.
Okay, well, let's see if I can figure out here. Alright, here we go. Oh, look, I managed to fire one shot. Right?
Yep.
I don't have anything. Okay, there I fired 2 shots, right? Okay, and then we'll go to this one.
And it is extremely noticeable.
Yeah, it is a noticeably slower
reload.
But that being said, because this weapon has the Poisoner's perk on it...
It's actually a more deadly weapon.
Yeah, because with the mod that I made that makes the Poisoner's perk stack like the Wounding perk does.
Yep.
Like the Wounding Legendary. Basically... You know, like you can really stack and add up the poisoning damage, which lasts for 3 points of damage per second over 10 seconds. So if you hit an enemy, say 5 times in 1 second, well then you're doing 5 times 3 instead of just resetting the timer every time, right?
Yep.
So you do get a little bit more maximum damage out of this weapon than you do out of December's Child, just because of that perk.
But if you needed something to shoot 5.56s with,
yeah,
I guess December's Child would do. If you had a stockpile of that, which you seem to have.
Well, I have a lot of ammunition for pretty well everything by this point in my career. So, anyway, we are at the Red Rocket Southwest Harbor. And our next goal, of course, is the Harbor Grand Hotel, which apparently we've already been through once, but we have to go back there again because we have to find, what did they call it? The
Nuke People tape.
Yeah, the Nuke People tape.
Is it the Nuke People tape, or is it the other one?
Well, let's have a look here, because best left forgotten, yeah. Uncover the location of the nuclear launch key. Okay. So I would imagine that probably... I don't know why we would have gone into there before, but it would have been quite a long time ago, like back when we were still doing the Fens Sheriff's Department quests, and we visited Far Harbor briefly. Probably on some other mission for, like Mr. Dr. Pepper or something, right?
Yep.
But anyway, we are going to do a little bit of settlement building today for those who like the settlements. And since this settlement has not been built at all yet, we'll just have a quick look around, because I had one of the, scrapping robots set up here quite some time ago. So this area now is pretty much scrapped. It's a relatively small settlement footprint, although it looks like it's got plenty of area for, gardening and farming and that kind of thing.
Yep.
And this less productive area out here could probably be used for, building housing and that kind of thing, right?
Yep.
So, usually what I'd like to do with these red rockets, if you're somebody that plays with the red rocket settlement mod, like what I do here, first thing that I usually like to do is get up on the roof of the building here. And I'll usually just put up a makeshift set of stairs here at first, just so I can get up there. And then, what I'll do is I'll put some floor tiles on top.
That's so you can put stuff on, right?
Well, that's so that you can put stuff on top, and basically what I do is I use this building as a basis for, like building everything else, right?
So that things don't clip too badly.
Well, now I can take this ladder over and I can put it right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
For stairs, I guess. And it looks as though I can probably...
Put a short staircase.
Yeah, I can store that one for now and just put a short stair in here. Because it's in a slightly different place. And then we'll go back up the top here and we'll put a few more floor tiles in.
I'm sorry, commenter, but the misalignment of the floor tiles bothers me too.
I really don't have that much attention to detail as far as that kind of thing goes.
Or any?
Well, you know, I just don't really pay much attention to that sort of thing. I'm sorry. You know, it's just how it goes.
Well, at least there's someone out there in our audience who feels the same way about it as I do.
I got a grr from one of the comments, like from one of our viewers for doing that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a kind of sort of fairly good sized building using this red rocket as a base. And I'm even going to, because you can sometimes do stuff like this too. If you have place everywhere, right?
You could almost swap those bottom pieces and top pieces around.
Yeah, I could, probably.
It'd probably work better.
I'm not sure if you can or not. We'll have to see.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And it kind of makes more sense to have the windows at the top, right? Whoop. Anyway, this particular thing is all made possible by the mod Place Everywhere, right?
Yep.
Been around for quite a few years, but it still is pretty much, I think, a must if you're going to do any amount of settlement building. So if you are a
big settlement builder,
big time settlement builder, well, you know, like you pretty much need to have that mod. Now, can I jam that one in there? Well, maybe I don't really need to. That can be the doorway or something.
But it did look like you could if you had to.
Yeah. Well, the only problem is I think it comes in and cuts through the wall here.
Yeah, it does.
So it doesn't really look right. But that's okay. It's too bad they didn't have any half-width wall pieces, actually.
Yeah, because then you end up with all these broken windows everywhere.
Well, no, then you could put like a half-width wall
piece. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. But you're saying half-width, not half-height.
Yeah. These pieces are basically half-height. And they do have warehouse pieces that are solid that basically work the same way, right?
Yep.
But that's okay, because mostly I just wanted to expand this area because I kind of built a bit of a workshop in here. But I'm thinking that this can be kind of like a sheltered, you know, like
workshop area?
Area for, you know, like shops and the bar and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You know? Oh, gotta have something to eat now and something to drink. I guess we better go and take care of those things.
Pesky needs.
Yeah, so of course I've got the water fountain on the wall here. And let's see what we have to eat. Oh yes, it was several game days that I was away, so I'm actually working on the iguana on a stick now. I'm down to only 24 left.
Oh no, not 24.
Yeah.
So you worked through the slime and now you're back to the moldy ones now, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this will work out okay.
Although actually one of our commenters was talking about how he and his dad used to go camping up north. And they used to like hard preserve like meats to the point where they were like super duper hard.
Oh yeah?
And yeah, they used to snack on that. I think he said it was salmon that they were like hard preserving to the point where it was like a rock. And you'd suck on it for a while before you tried chewing it. But I guess it was shelf stable in that state.
Yeah, actually dried fish is quite very tough, right? Very tough and chewy.
Still though, he said it tasted pretty good.
Yeah. Alright, so we got the beginnings of our building here. Even though it's going to be somewhat divided by the red rocket sign, but that's okay. Maybe we'll do this. We'll put our staircase in over here.
I think that went a little bit haywire, but that's okay, you can fix it.
With multiple snap points like this, sometimes it's a bit
much.
Yeah, you have to fiddle around a little bit in order to get it to go to the place that you want it to go, right?
Yep.
But that's okay. Now we've got a way up here, and never mind those wires.
Yeah, because you can't do much about them anyways.
Well, by the looks of it, I could scrap this one, right? And I could maybe scrap this one too. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you can't, and you just end up with wires dangling if you try to scrap the post or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to scrap the post. It looks like, not sure if I can scrap this wire even either.
Look up at the top of the wire. Nope.
No.
You can't even scrap the post on that one.
No. So, anyway, that's okay. Because this is just the roof anyway. I'm not planning on building any more on top of this because I should be able to fit 40 beds into this area here without too much trouble at all.
Ah, good old barrack-style housing.
That's right. But we'll throw some intermediate supports in here. Just
a partitioning wall.
Yeah, exactly. Just as a, you know, because this is an awfully big unsupported section, right? There. So now I've got a nice big overhead area here. And I can do all kinds of good stuff in here too. So I could even do something like this. I wonder if I can build a let's put some power out in here. Let's put a fusion generator on the roof here.
Ooh.
Yeah, structures.
Sure is nice you had the materials for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got enough materials to build just about anything I want at this point.
Except for another overland Commonwealth conveyor project.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was probably the most expensive resource-wise project I have ever undertaken. So...
Yeah, and if you throw a wood door on the front of that generator room, it'll be immune to rocket fire, too.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, right? That's why I put this up here, because sometimes in settlements during settlement attacks, your settlement can be, like your power can be destroyed.
Yep.
But I found if you build it up high and build a protective enclosure around it,
It's not a problem.
then yeah, it's not a problem anymore. So we'll get our settlement beacon going here.
Don't forget your door.
We'll get to that in a minute. Because now we need to put some power out here as well.
Yeah, I guess you can draw from the source redundantly too here, just in case this thing gets blowed up.
Yeah, I've never seen a recruitment beacon get destroyed, but, you know, it doesn't mean that it can't happen, right? And we'll put one of these over here. Put one there. We'll put one there. There's a reason why I'm doing this too, by the way.
For lighting?
Nope. Oh, look, we got a couple of settlers already. It's because up here is where I'm going to put my heavy laser turrets.
Ah, okay.
Because one of the things that you can do when you have a fusion generator is you can, if you have, you know, obviously you're going to have sufficient science to be able to build one, is you can put very power dependent defenses up.
Nice.
And of course the article that I read basically states that you get the best bang for your buck defensively with heavy laser turrets. Because missile turrets have a tendency to destroy your stuff.
Yep.
You know, like while it'll destroy your enemies pretty quickly, but it'll also destroy your stuff in the process, right?
Yep.
And possibly even you if you get a little bit too close. Because I have been killed by my own missile turrets before, too. There, now we got a door on there. And here we go. We got a settler here already. And so I guess in some of our gardening area back here, which has kind of got its ups and downs, we'll put in a little bit of food here to get that guy started. Maybe plant a carrot or two in here.
Or 8. 10. 12.
Yeah, well, 12 of them equals 6 food, right?
Ah.
Got it.
Because they're each basically half a food.
Yep.
And then I guess we should probably throw some beds in here, too.
Yeah, that way people will stop bitching. Not that they've had a chance to start yet.
Oh, I imagine they'll probably still complain because that's what settlers do, right? There we go. We'll build some luxurious barrack-style accommodations.
I can't help but think that luxurious is like written in big giant quotes with a whole bunch of asterisks next to it.
Well, you know, I mean, what do you expect? It's barrack-style accommodations, right? You can't really expect too much. Might as well build all the beds here.
All the beds, all the time.
That's right. See, we're almost at 40 already, and we got lots of space to spare. And I have never seen... I personally have never had a settlement with 40 settlers in it, I don't think. I think the highest that I've ever gotten is like 36 or 37. I don't know what kind of charisma you'd have to have in order to get 40 or more settlers in one settlement, but it would be probably somewhat higher than what I've got anyway.
Yep.
So now we need to give our other settler a job. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just put a
terminal in?
Well, we'll put a guard post up here.
Okay.
Right? Then we'll go and we'll put a terminal in, but we'll put it in here. See, that's another thing that makes me wonder because, you know, all of these upright video game things, they're all added by a mod. And you don't need a physical wired connection in order to make them work, right?
But you do for the
But
damn
you do
terminal.
for the terminal. You have to have a actual physical wired connection. So that kind of makes me go, right?
Yep.
Because obviously a amateur mod maker figured out how to do something better than what the game designers did.
Yeah, it's funny too, you don't see a big power conduit coming out of any other terminal in game.
Yeah. Okay, so we've assigned our 2 settlers to jobs. Now, we should probably work on putting a fence around this place to keep the bad guys out. We'll put a little bit of light on here since it's how...
Getting a little dark
well,
with the rain.
It's only 6:30 in the evening, but this place is so foggy and everything all the time, right?
And the rain too.
And the rain, and it's always kind of dark and
Gloomy.
gloomy in Far Harbor. Yeah. So anyway, obviously I don't need to use all of the space in this settlement either, so I think I'm probably going to more or less start about here.
And then just fence in the farmable area.
Well, I mean, I could farm on this little tiny patch here as well, but I don't think I'm going to need that space because I think there's plenty of room back
all the way back here, yep.
to grow, you know, 42 units worth of crops, which is more than I'm ever going to need, right?
Yep.
And so, we'll see if we can stick we might have to pull this wall piece out temporarily. We'll go with wire fence, because I like chain link fence. It doesn't cost very much in resources to build, although it looks like it doesn't want to snap onto this wall piece here, because that wall piece is too deep into the ground, I guess.
Just slightly too sunk in.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try a junk fence piece and see if we can snap that onto the end of that wall. Maybe. Okay, yeah, no. Maybe, no. Oh, well, if we can... Okay, that's fine. I can do this. I can work with this. Okay, now we need to temporarily move that piece out. Okay, and probably this piece too. And probably this piece too. Come on.
You had it facing the right way, half clipped into the thing.
Yeah, I did. But I didn't want it half clipped in. I want it just on the end. Okay, maybe this piece has to go too. And this piece.
Just take away pieces until you can stick it in there.
Well, snap points are funny.
Maybe it's the floor too.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Floor there too. Alright, we'll dismantle half of the building. We still can't... Wow, that's really strange. I wonder why it won't do that.
Weird.
Oh, weird. Okay, well, anyway. Oh, that's why, because there's another wall piece in behind this.
I guess you can put your beds back.
Well, before I start putting stuff back, though, I need to get rid of that, that
other wall piece.
That other wall piece, right? Because it's interfering with things now, too. Oh, I think I know what I can do, though. We'll put our floor...
Make sure your beds are right, the right way.
Yeah. We'll put our floor back here. And what we'll do is we'll put in a... post thing here.
Then snap it to the post?
And then snap it to the post. How about that?
Huh.
Because then...
You can put all your walls back now.
Well, we can go back to our wire fence piece.
And that'll go.
That'll go, and then we'll just switch this around to here. Right? And we can put all of our various wall pieces and stuff back. Sometimes snap points in this game are a funny thing, and they can, if you have a wall piece or a floor piece connected to something, then it just seems to occupy all of the snap points, so that you can't actually attach anything where you normally should be able to, right?
Yep.
I don't know why that is, but it just is. Okay, so now we've got a half fence piece here, but it just so happens we have a half fence piece here. And we'll store this junk fence piece for now.
There you go, the junk fence piece was useful after all.
Yep. Okay. Now we're on our way here. And I think we'll probably put in a corner here. Because we're going to put in our gate here.
Wow, that is looking like it's not quite lining up with the boundary, though.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to, though. You know, like, because these boundaries are all irregularly shaped, and I basically started by building everything as square to this building as I could.
Yep.
So what happens here is you have to make allowances for things like that, right? And one of the things that you can do is make a combination here of
junk and regular fencing?
Junk and regular fencing, because at it there. Because this is sort of like a 22 and a half degree bend.
Yep.
You know, like half of a 45-degree turn kind of thing.
Yep. And then you can shove fence on top of that.
Yeah.
And now it'll all be in bounds.
Well, sort of. I might have to put another piece on after that at some point. And of course, this area has a lot of ups and downs, which is why the wire fence pieces are a nice thing here, because the guy who designed this, of course, put all sorts of different sloping wired pieces into the kit, right?
Yep.
So that you can go up and down some fairly
Terrible terrain.
terrible terrain and still be able to,
Yeah, it looks like you're lined up just about perfect.
yeah, that's a happy accident, but anyway. Ugh. Yeah.
Piece of settler in your way?
A piece of ground in my way there, right? Yeah. Oh, well, that's okay. I can actually, with the mod that I have that allows me to be outside the settlement area. Oh, I guess it's a bit soon for that.
You can just keep going.
Yeah, well, I can actually position myself outside, but I can still build stuff on the inside, right?
Yep.
Well, it looks like I need a slope piece for that. Yeah. Then put in our corner piece. Okay, and we'll have to put our corner piece down a little bit, but there's a little trick for doing that too. Because what you can do is you can put in this piece, and then you can go back to one of these straight pieces like this.
Yep.
And you can take this piece and kind of
Flip it around.
put it over here a bit, and just attach another straight piece on there.
Yep.
And then you can get this one down to snap on that one.
Nice.
Right? So it gives you a little bit of a height difference there, but at least it's still attached. And then, of course, we need a slope piece to go down the slope here.
And it all stays square in the end.
Well, more or less. I mean, we do have that bend to account for. Like, eventually, at some point, that will have to be compensated for, right?
Yep. Hey, everybody, you see that outhouse? You don't get to use that outhouse.
Yeah, well, it's sort of mostly outside of the border anyway.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna just stay up here. Looks like I'll probably have to do something with that too.
Well, the fence looks like it's still poking into the ground there, at least. Does it bother your inner engineer?
Yeah, it does. It has to be properly supported. Yeah, see, we're right at the very edge there where it's kind of falling out.
It's fine. Does post just go, like, another 15 feet into the ground?
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take this one here and we'll put it over here. And we'll put this one like this and see how that looks. Okay, that does look better. Then we'll have to get past that hedge. Or if I can, yeah, okay, I can get around the hedge to have a look here. Okay, well, it goes into the ground there at least. Which means now we can kind of turn this one around, maybe. Not. Okay.
Yeah, good enough.
Ugh. It's not good enough.
Says the guy who doesn't orient his floor tiles.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, you just do that to get a rise out of me.
Yeah, I know. I know it pisses you off, so... well, okay, whatever. We'll just keep going. Okay, and obviously I'm going to need
Another slightly sloped piece.
another slightly sloped piece to go like this. Like, okay, I might be able to get away with this one now. Yeah. It looks like we're going to come right over almost to the corner of the building here, right? At least right past the corner of the building.
You can always fill that area in with a concrete block if you wanted.
No, I'll just keep it... Yeah, I suppose we need
Just
another...
a single concrete pillar.
Yeah, we need another way in, though, right? Like a secondary gate. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put in a small gate right here.
That way when Brahmanas is in the primary gate.
Well, you should have a way in from both sides anyway. Now we gotta have a drink of water and something to eat again. Okay, let's go back and have a look at our offending gate area here again. And yes, you're right, we can just do this. In order to fill that space in, go like this and just put in one of these concrete post things. Just like that.
And look at that, you didn't even need place anywhere to put that one in. It actually just went in green.
Yep. So anyway, there we go. We have the area fenced in. We have some, oh yeah, we need to put in some water as well.
Ah.
Yeah, I think this is farmable area too, right in behind the building. So we have quite a lot of farmable area for a small settlement.
Food
right?
for the whole Commonwealth, or for the whole Far Harbor, rather.
Yeah. So anyway, there it is. Because you're going to have probably some provision or traffic coming from that direction as well.
Yep.
That's why I needed the gate from there, is because they don't really have a way to get around the outside here. But anyway, we'll put in some water, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to put in a... We'll put in a big water purifier, and thanks to the gift of place everywhere, I can actually do that. Normally you can only put these things in water, right?
Yeah.
But the way I figure it is, it's kind of like a well, just with a motorized pump on it, right?
Yeah, what the hell? Why not, right?
And it's much more efficient than building a whole bunch of smaller ones.
Which also get damaged terribly.
Yeah.
Or eventually malfunction for some reason.
Anyway, we'll put a power pylon out here so we can get some power down to there. And there we go. So now we've got food, we've got water, we've got a little bit of defenses. So we can probably now get a little bit of sleep since it's nearly midnight.
Yeah,
right,
you
the
could even
beds are
stick
all...
some gun turrets up there on top.
Oh yeah, there's multiple levels here that I can build defenses on. But we'll pick a bed here and fall in it, and it's much easier to do this kind of stuff during daylight hours. You can actually see what you're doing, right?
Yep.
Oh, and now we gotta take some antibiotics and then drink some water.
Damn it.
But anyway, look at this, hey? See, I could even put a doctor's kiosk in this area here,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, you've got a lot of usable space.
Yeah. Yeah, these Red Rocket settlements, a lot of them, they're very efficient space usage, right? So... But anyway, maybe we'll get back to the... settlement building here in a bit again here, but I think what we should do is head off toward the hotel.
All right.
See, the provisioners can even open the gates by themselves, even if they have a little trouble walking through them, right?
Fuck.
So anyway, we're gonna head up here. What is that place called? The Harbor Hotel or something? Harbor Grand Hotel. Is not very far away, and it says cleared, but I think that was cleared like
Ages ago,
right? Because I know I've gone by here a couple of times, and the super mutants outside here seem to respawn from time to time.
Yeah, they're always bitching at you one way or another.
Yeah. So, anyway, here we go. And we'll do a little bit of comparison shooting with our December's Child and our regular
Poisoner's combat rifle?
Yeah. Anyway, where is it here? There it is. What I found is that this gun, well, like even a normal combat rifle at this level of play, is kind of like a plinker. It's sort of like when you're at level 20 and you're trying to shoot things with a 38 caliber pistol or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of bullets to kill something. Oh, there we go. Okay, he disappeared. Doesn't seem to be anything outside.
Someone there? What? Who's there?
Where is he? Okay, so, wow, that's a really crappy chance to... Oh, there's a guy up there. I should have put a recon scope on this so that I can mark these guys and keep track of them. Maybe I'll,
Someone there?
Switch to your other one just so that you can mark them and keep track of them?
Yeah. Well, because there's like a nice little diamond there. Still crap for VATS here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6? Right?
Yep, 6.
Not quite 7. Whereas with December's Child here, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Huh.
Okay. So obviously, December's Child does have a bit of an advantage when it comes to VATS. It's, you know, pretty much as advertised, right?
Yep.
A noise? What was that? Stupid noises.
There you are.
Yep.
What? I hear something.
Okay, so let's queue up 1 to the head here, and we'll see how many rounds we shoot. Right? Oops. There. Okay, so we fired a 3-shot burst with the Poisoner's combat rifle, right? So if we switch to this one now,
Fire at his head.
yeah, and queue up 1 shot, and again we fired a 3-shot burst. So basically 9 burst attacks versus 6 means that we get an extra 9 bullets.
Yep.
Right? Oh, that guy's got a minigun.
Still pretty hard to hit these guys through that window there.
Well, I can hit them. It's just that the bullets do very... Like, super mutants are basically bullet sponges, right?
Oh.
It helps a lot if you can hit them in the head.
Yeah, because they're less armored there.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like that thing reloads quick enough that you could even keep it equipped and actually still just reload it again and fire. It's a very fast reloading weapon. Damn it, he has the high ground.
Oh, look. Help defend Red Rocket Nahant. Yeah, that's pretty quick reload. But anyway, we'll switch back to this one just because the scope allows me to zoom in a little bit. Come on, step out there again. Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose these guys are nigh immune to poison, too.
Well, it's only 3 points of damage per second.
Oh yeah, I guess if you have
even
like
even if I hit him with a 3-shot burst, it's like 9 points of damage per second.
Yeah.
And when you're shooting a super mutant that has like 1,800 health, well,
it's not going to do much.
You're not really going to see very much. You know, like at close range with this gun, I think I would definitely try to shoot them in the head, because if you shoot them anywhere else, mostly it just makes them mad, right?
Especially given how heavily armored they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because in Super Mutant Redux, these guys also wear armor that gives them ballistic resistance, in addition to their very deep pools of health, right?
Yep.
So your weapons have to overcome that ballistic resistance armor.
And it makes them way tougher than just about anything in the game.
Yeah, it makes them way tougher to kill than almost anything in the game, exactly. Well, this is quite the place here. There's all sorts of little hallways and things like that to sneak up and down. And also I noticed that super mutants tend to be very alert. Like out of all the enemies that you can face in Fallout 4, it seems to me like super mutants are one of the most difficult to sneak up on, right?
Yep.
Well, I appear to have found some building interior here.
Too bad you can't enter through that door.
Yeah, that's just a piece of plywood there, right? So I guess I have to keep going up the stairs.
Oh, bobby pin.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, bobby pin. Finding a bobby pin is not nearly as big a deal in Fallout 4 as it is in Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, because they give you hundreds of them.
In Fallout New Vegas, it's, oh my god, that's a bobby pin, I gotta pick that up.
Yeah, and then in Fallout 4, it's just kind of like, oh, look, another bobby pin.
You know, like my character in Fallout New Vegas is at like level 22, and I think in my entire time playing that game, I've managed to accumulate like 42 bobby pins, right?
Yep.
So yeah, it's... Oh, okay. Looks like this goes up to the next level here, too.
Look at that, there was a free broom there just waiting for you.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to refrain from picking up too much junk here, just in case I get completely over encumbered.
But you can somehow make a shack wall out of that broom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, now that
every settlement comes with a free wood chipper.
Now that you mentioned it, I gotta go pick it up.
Yep. Every settlement comes with a free wood chipper and like tons and tons of oh, what the hell do they call that stuff? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Resin or whatever.
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, you know what? Some people who watch a little bit of our videos, they probably get put off by the fact that we're not really being very serious about this. But how serious can you really be about a game where you can build a shack wall out of, like, 4 tin cans and a dirty washcloth? Like,
Yep.
I mean, I sure don't know how I'd ever manage to do that in real life.
Ah, well. It's not important.
No, it isn't, because you have to, you know, if you're going to enjoy games like this, you have to suspend your sense of disbelief.
The only thing I disbelieve is your non-alignment of your floor tiles.
Yeah, I know. But I have to admit that it's true. In a way, I do that just to bother your little type A mind.
God.
Well, I don't think there's anybody else up here on the roof.
All these defenses on this roof for no reason.
Yeah. Well, super mutants have always been kind of sloppy with that kind of stuff, I guess. You know? See, if all super mutants were as smart as, what was that super mutant's name? Neil. If all super mutants were as smart as Neil, then, you know, humanity would probably be extinct.
Probably. Speaking of which, F5 is your friend.
Yeah, it's probably about that time.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Yeah, well, the thing that bugs me too is that this one is set up so that it's supposed to give you a autosave every few minutes, but it seems like sometimes it doesn't do it. But at least with this one, though, I'm able to, I also have another mod that allows me to do a quick save at will kind of thing, like I just did.
Yep.
And then, of course, there's the smoking mod, so if I really wanted to make a hard save, I could just have a smoke. Okay, it looks like I found my way
To an entrance.
into an entrance to where we want to go.
All right.
But I think it's time to switch to this now, because I think that the combat rifles just don't have enough punch at point-blank range against super mutants.
Possibly not.
You know, for shooting at a distance like I was when we first arrived here, that's okay. But, you know, if especially because they have a tendency to... Okay, uncover the location of the... Well, I haven't found it yet. Oh, okay. But, you know, especially because they have a tendency to, like, rush right up on you in kamikaze fashion. Yes, I made a whole bunch more ammunition for my my freeze gun here.
Well, you needed it after the last go.
Yeah.
That was the Vim factory. Holy crap, there was a lot of super mutants in there.
Oh, look, this goes outside too.
There, somewhere.
Well, imagine being in the bathroom and just having a door that goes outside.
Okay, is there any more?
Probably, but they might not be on this floor.
They're not just all going to very conveniently charge up this hallway at me so I can gun them down.
Apparently not.
No blood to spill today.
Lucky enameled metal chest piece. The short assault rifle. Oh, now it's time to eat and drink some more. Well, we got lots of purified water because I refilled my water supply too. It's basically a straight hallway with no doors branching off of it. Yeah, looks like it, eh? What do we got going on here?
Cave-in?
A cave-in. Okay. I guess I have to go this way. Ooh, stairs going down.
Well, at least there was a desk fan there.
Yep.
You can always use another broken desk fan.
Well, yeah, because the gears and the steel and all that kind of good stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay.
As much as Lily might dislike it.
Yeah. Well, there's another guy, too. Like, sometimes you hear raiders talk, you know? Especially in the Commonwealth, right? Like, they talk about what's happened to the other raider gangs after you've wiped a couple of them out. And then they tell the story about the nutcase who makes all the sound effects of gunfire and grenades with his mouth and stuff like that.
Yep.
And there's another one where there's a couple of raiders. Ooh, look at that. Invisible Nightkin. And then there's another one where they're looting the bodies of a guy that they killed. And it's like, what the hell? All he has is a desk fan. And then the one of the raiders says, well, who carries around a desk fan, right?
Yep.
They're disappointed because all he's carrying around is just a desk fan, right?
Yes.
But obviously he was scavenging for a
Mechanical purpose.
mechanical purposes. Well, was I in this hallway already?
There's a pathway up there. Maybe? I don't know. Use your sense of direction.
Yeah, what sense of direction? I'd have to go back the way I came in order to... yeah, okay. Right, I came down those stairs right there, and then I decided to turn this corner and come in here. And there's a whole lot of nothing in here. Oh.
Maybe this is a way around that cave-in.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, look. I must have stumbled onto the
Correct path somehow.
correct path somehow. Maybe. Oh, there's some antibiotics.
That'll help from what you expended earlier.
Oh, okay. Look at this. E-pad. Push. Ooh, it's a secret door. Okay. To Franny. Okay.
Franny, it's me. I'm at the Grand. In our old suite. 485130. That's the key to the safe room they installed in case of the bombs. Franny, I need you to come quick. I don't know when they'll be coming for me, so I prepped the boat in case we need to make a rapid exit. But I can't be a part of this. Nuclear war? I won't do it. I'm not gonna let anyone else use my submarine to blow up the damn world. Please, Franny. I need you here. If this is the end, let's spend it together.
Okay, I'm guessing that Franny didn't make it.
It looks like it wasn't entirely voluntary by the position of the bodies either.
Yeah, well, okay.
Well, maybe.
I don't
But
know,
it doesn't seem like it.
Did they shoot each other, or,
What's under the bed, there? At the foot.
And a helmet. Let's read the safe room terminal. I guess we have to read the safe room terminal. You're using auxiliary power. An additional fee has been charged to your room. Okay. Contact front desk. Wait time for the next associate error. Okay. View bill. Your stay. Length of stay. Daily rate. $118,764.32 a day.
Fuck me.
Wow. Well, as I recall, though, from looking at the price of things, like magazines even, and stuff like that, like it's like $38 for a magazine.
Yep.
I think that inflation was pretty much a runaway thing here, right? Okay, what does the tape say?
Hey! Hands where I can see them. Now, where is the key?
Franny, put the gun down. What exactly do you think you're going to accomplish?
My job. You're going to give me that key, and I'm going to get paid.
Hey, the world's over. Are you really... Ah! Ah! Ah!
Okay, they shot each other.
Scream all you want, Arnie. Everyone's been evacuated. It's just you and me. Now focus. Where is the key?
Rot in hell! Ah!
We can do this all day, Arnie.
Fine. The hell's it matter? It's on the boat. Fringe Cove docks. Combinations 44, 6, 75, 12.
Now, was that so hard?
Okay,
So long,
so
Captain. Now where the hell's the release to this...
Sorry, Franny. You're stuck with me.
okay. So I guess we have to go somewhere else to get the new actual launch key. All we did here is just get a clue.
No, but there's a safe here at least.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll might as well see if we can find our way out of here now. See, looting is like flower picking, right? It's the Fallout 4 version of flower picking.
Yeah, but looting doesn't bother me anywhere near as much as flower picking.
Oh, look at that. There's a garden gnome with a toothbrush in his hand and a newspaper.
Yep.
I guess that must be the Fallout, or the Far Harbor equivalent of the teddy bear gag, right?
Yep.
Where you keep finding, in the Commonwealth, you keep finding teddy bears in all sorts of weird positions. Well, here it must be garden gnomes. Okay. So how do we get out of this place
Turn
now?
around. Turn right. No. Through this room. Turn right. There you go. My amazing sense of direction saved you again.
Your amazing sense of direction. Oh, okay. Looks like there's the door right there. Or we can go through that door.
Pick a door, any door you like.
Well, we appear to have killed all the super mutants in here anyway. I'm guessing that most of them just came running down that hallway. Right. Nothing really very interesting in here. I like to have a look around just in case there's like magazines or something like that, like perk magazines and that kind of thing.
Yep.
Because I don't know where they all are in Far Harbor anymore. I would actually have to look that up if I wanted to try and collect them all.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you've been through this part of the game.
Yeah, many years actually. I haven't actually played Far Harbor in a very long time. In fact, it's funny, but I haven't gotten through Nuka World very many times either since I've gotten that expansion. I found there's plenty to do just in the Commonwealth. Anyway, I guess we'll pause briefly while we go outside.
All right. And we're back.
Okay. Well, now, I guess we have to go to yet another location.
Yep.
In order to track down the nuclear launch key. And I don't know, I guess maybe what a guy should do is follow up all three of these things and then go back and talk to Dima and find out what's what, right?
You could.
At least that's kind of what my approach to this was going to be. Since I have no idea what's going to happen or what I'm exactly supposed to do with all of these things. But anyway, it appears that we have definitely cleared out the Hotel Super Mutant again. There are definitely no more Super Mutants left in the Harbor Grand Hotel.
Again.
So we'll make a quick stop here and scrap some of our weapons and things that we picked up. Oh yeah, a quick draw minigun.
Oh man.
So I guess if you're a oh yeah, and I also picked this up. I found this also, a Violent Advanced 10mm revolver. So there you go. Legendary 10mm revolver.
Yep. Well, it's good to see that works.
Yeah. Anyways,
Got a lot of stuff you're carrying around.
I got a lot of stuff I'm carrying around. Including Avery's skull. Avery's locket. I mean, I'm not sure why I'd carry around Avery's skull, because that could be anybody's skull, right?
Nope, it has Avery written on the side of it.
Property of Avery?
Yep.
So we'll just drop off a whole bunch of stuff here. Again. Looks like we could do a little bit of cooking too. Drop that off. Then maybe we'll see. We have a settler on guard duty that we could maybe give that minigun to, because I got five 5mm rounds. And of course, we all know, so long as they have at least one round of ammunition for the gun they have, they never run out of ammunition, right?
Yeah, somehow it even becomes a fully loaded mag.
So,
Easy
yeah.
living, this ain't. Can we trade a few things?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to give you this here quick draw minigun. And 5 rounds of ammunition for it. Now, did we get any more settlers while I was away? Nope, still just have the 2.
Well, you could throw some gun turrets on the roof still.
Yeah, I could. I could throw a few gun turrets up. So we've only got 2 settlers. It's not really too much point in worrying about developing this place too terribly much just yet. Okay, well, looks like we can build a lot more of these than we can heavy laser turrets, so... Anyway, in that article that I read, the guy who wrote that article suggests that you protect your settlements with a mixture of heavy machine guns and heavy laser turrets. Basically, he said that's what gives you pretty much the best bang for your buck for defenses.
Any reason why the mixture?
Well, just because, you know, like you can't really go with all of one or all of the other because you'll run out of materials to make them with. But anyway, this way I can put lots of gun turrets up.
And this place will be pretty well defended.
Well, it's pretty well defended now for a settlement with population of 2. So, I guess now we'll be on our way again. Yeah, got our power going on here. There.
Keep the door closed to
Keep
protect
the door
from
closed,
rocket fire.
just in case there's a stray rocket goes through there or something. Yeah. Then we'll come back and work on this place some more later when we actually have more settlers. But in the meantime, what are we looking at for time here, RecV5X?
We're 18 minutes past the hour.
Okay, well, I guess we're probably out of time then. But we got a little bit of settlement building done, and we cleared out a den of super mutants and found a clue as to where the next place is that we're supposed to go.
Yep.
So I guess we'll leave it at that, and I guess by the looks of it, the next place we're supposed to go is over here.
It would seem so.
By the Fringe Cove docks. Obtain the nuclear launch key. And then from there, I guess the next place that we would go would be up here somewhere, right? Dima's Cache, I would assume.
Or wherever.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess that'll be all for next time around.
Alrighty.
So until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.